Roll them.
Roll them.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Bob.
The lines are open. We'd love to hear from you. We need to hear from you during this, our fall membership drive here at Q90.1. The lines are open at 1-877-472-7677. We have a very special guest here with us in the studio. Laurie Middlebrook is here bright and early.
Well, good morning.
Good morning. We need to get those phones ringing, and we want to invite everybody to come out to our concert, which is coming up. That'll be held November 6th, Sunday afternoon here at Delta, and that'll be from 3 o'clock till 5. And Laurie, if they want to choose, and it is their choice, to support public radio, they can do it and get a couple concert tickets. Very
Sure.
easy way to do it. For a $200 pledge, you can get 4 concert tickets. $100 pledge, you can get 2 concert tickets, and both those packages come with your new CD.
Yeah.
For a $50 pledge, you get 2 concert tickets, and for a $25 pledge, you get 1 concert ticket. A lot of different thank you gifts that we do have along with that.
There's some great offers here, some great gifts, and we could really use your support here. If you're not into the country music concert, you can get these other gifts in its place.
That's true. You could have anything as a thank you gift. Or a lot of people just say, I just want to support public radio and I don't want a thank you gift.
Yeah.
And that's fine too. You can get the full tax deductions. And Lee, I don't know if we mentioned this or not, but this is the final year for the Michigan tax credit.
You bet. If you make a pledge of, let's say, $400, you can deduct $200 on your Michigan tax return, but that expires as of the end of this year.
Right.
So you can do that on your taxes in April. One more time. This is the last time during our pledge drives that you can do that.
One more time for the Michigan tax credit.
Tell me about this monthly program newsletter.
Well, I'll do that. It's at our basic membership level pledge, $50. You can get the insulated tote bag that we're talking about, but the monthly newsletter is a printed publication that comes to you every month for an entire year. It tells you about all the great programs on Q90.1 and our sister station QTV, or you can have it mailed to you, or you can have it emailed to you, which the email version is a color version. It's greatly expanded. It's got a lot more information than the printed version. So, or you can get both. I get both. So anyway, it tells you about all the programming on Q90.1 and QTV. Pledge at the $50 level. You can have the program guide and the insulated tote bag. 1-877-472-7677. That's the number to call.
That number, 1-877-472-7677. Laurie, you know, people call in and they say, you don't give the phone number enough. So we try to slow down, give the phone number, and make sure that people know what to call.
And a lot of people are online all the time.
Yeah.
Now. Some
Oh,
people
yeah.
have the computers on 24 hours a day, so you can make a pledge online, right?
Yep.
That is true. If you go over to our website, deltabroadcasting.org, click on the donate button. It'll take you to a page that really asks you some questions. Name, address, telephone number, how much you'd like to pay, pledge, how you'd like to pay for that pledge, and you could use your Visa, MasterCard, or Discover card. You can click a drop-down menu and see all the thank you gifts and choose the level that you want to give at and what thank you gift you'd like. And then at the end of the page, there's an area where you can type in comments and just say, I want Howard and Lee to stop pitching so much. Or you can say, I love the Bob Edwards Weekend program, or I'm very into the weekend lineup or something. You know, so whatever comment or criticism you may have.
Sure. Comments do help. They do help when you're trying to do something like this, so you know what the people want to hear.
And a lot of programs that we actually offer right now, the one that we're just finishing, Bob Edwards Weekend, is a result of listeners saying, you know, I'd really like to hear that on Saturday morning. Can you get the show? And so we did, and you know, for several years it had a lot of support, and now the support seems to be waning. So if you're a fan of Bob Edwards Weekend, you can still call in now. In about a minute and a half, we're going to head into Weekend Edition Saturday. And if you're a fan of Weekend Edition Saturday, You can call in now as well. Our goal for Weekend Edition Saturday is to get 10 calls by 10 o'clock. That's our daily goal, our Saturday goal, 10 by 10. And we need our phones to start ringing. What's that number, Laurie?
1-877-472-7677.
Lee, Monday, do you happen to have the weather forecast handy?
I'm glad you asked. I certainly do.
Can
Just
you-
say
can-
beautiful. That's all you
Beautiful.
gotta say.
Yeah, that's all you need to say. It's going to be a nice weekend.
Nice.
Great weekend.
And a great day to pledge to Q90.1.
Right.
As we head into Weekend Edition Saturday, phone lines continue to be plugged in. You can call in anytime. It's toll free. 1-877-472-7677. Go ahead and make your pledge right now.
Music is a wonderful thing because it brings all kinds of people together. Any kind of music is great.
I agree. So, as we think about the concert coming up, tell us what we might be hearing.
Well, we've got some friends who like to hear the old classics, and I've got some new band members that are pretty good on the hot new country music that we're playing, that we did it this summer. Myself, I like the originals because I'm a storyteller. I think songs are like lies that are almost true. You can tell a story and people might believe it or they might not, and it doesn't really matter. So I like to do the original stuff.
Okay.
So you're
So-
going to get a mixed bag.
A
Yeah.
mixed bag of standards and
Yeah.
original work from you, original compositions from you and the band members?
Yeah, we're going to try to do probably about 10 original songs, just so people kind of hear what my thoughts are on my songs, and then maybe a few old ones like Patsy Cline or Tanya Tucker or something
Okay.
that people haven't heard in a long time. And then there's some new songs out that we're doing right now by Miranda Lambert and Martina McBride, and
Oh,
so
okay.
it's going to be, a little bit of everything.
And, the thing I want to let everybody know is that Laurie and the band are donating their time. They're not being paid for this performance. That means all proceeds from the ticket sales benefit your public radio station and the programming mission to keep shows like Bob Edwards on the air and Morning Edition and Car Talk. And, I'm mentioning some of the more expensive programs because we really need help, Laurie. And we really want to thank you for donating your time and the band's performance. And that's a great effort to support public radio.
Yeah, I got a good bunch of guys. If there's a good cause, they'll play anywhere, anytime.
Okay. Who are some of the band members?
Um,
Well, all of them.
Well, I can mention them all. Jerry Curran is our guitar player. He plays lead guitar, and he's from Bad Axe. He's a good old boy, been playing guitar all his life. And then Rob Gunther is from here in Saginaw. He plays keyboards. Mark Odes from Freeland, and he's our bass player.
Mhm.
Dan Wall's our drummer. He just started with us this summer. He's been around a long time. All these guys they're not spring chickens, but you know what? It's fun to play with a bunch of old grandpas. Then we have John Petrakis, who is from Bay City. He plays steel guitar and fiddle, and guitar and dobro, and he can play anything with strings on it. And he just joined us too. He's a lot of fun. My friend Lisa Berlinger is coming up from Marshall. She sings harmony with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I've
there's
met Lisa before. I think
Yeah.
at Saginaw on stage.
yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So she's Marv Herzog's daughter.
Really?
Yeah, she used to sing with him years ago in a polka
Marv
band
of
when
the
she.
polka fame?
Yeah, when
Yes, the
they
late
lived
great-
in Frankenmuth, and
Yeah.
her family was polka family, and so that's where she learned her harmonies.
Oh, my goodness.
And I told her what we were doing. She was from up here and moved down there a few years back. But anytime I have something like this going on, she'll be glad to come up and help out.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun to play with these guys because, we don't play a lot of bars anymore. We're just too old for that stuff. We when we were younger, we did do the bar circuit, and it's just, that gets to be a lot.
Mhm.
So we enjoy doing things like this in the parks and concerts and stuff. We're not trying to make a living at it. We just do it because we love the music.
Okay. Well, we got to get back to the program. Laurie is with us in the studio. If you'd like to call this morning and make a pledge in any amount, and maybe get some concert tickets, we'd love to hear from you this morning. Lee, what's that toll-free number?
That's 1-877-472-7677. 7677. Once again, that's 1-877-472-7677. Or go to deltabroadcasting.org if it's that easier if you're at the computer right now. Anyway, make a trip over there and then click on the button that says Pledge Here. That'll open up the form. Make that call, make that pledge, and thank you.
Thank you.
Qualify
Are you
for
rolling?
transfer